If you're in a relationship and there's no sex, what are the causes of a sexless relationship? Have you thought about it? Because if you're in a relationship without sex and you desire it, let me make that perfectly clear. We've got to figure out why it's there and what we can do to change it. Hey, this is David Essel. You're tuned in to David Essel's Daily Video Boost. Remember, as always, please take notes. Don't trust your damn brain, because if you're not in this situation now, you might be in the future. It'd be a great way for you to keep notes of all these different things we're doing as a journal so that you can sort of flip back and look at the topic and look at what we talked about, okay? Oh, and by the way, I worked with a woman not too long ago from the West Coast of the United States, and she had told me she joined the Daily Boost the day we started. I don't even know how long ago. Was that a couple of years ago maybe? And she has every one of our boosts outlined in this massive notebook. Is that too cool? Oh my God. Anyway, do one thing today you don't want to do and take notes right now. So what causes a sexless relationship? Well, there's many potential causes. One is resentment. One of the largest ones is that we gain resentment over the months or years with our partner and we shut down in bed. We lose our emotional connection to sex, and once that emotional connection to sex is dead for most people, the sex life is dead. So number one, do you have resentments that you've got to get help with to get rid of so that your sex life can once again flourish? Great question. Number two could be hormones. As we age, our hormones, estrogen, testosterone mainly, get thrown way out of whack. And so you can go to a hormone specialist. I wouldn't recommend going to your doctor. I'd say go to a hormone specialist, have them break it all down, all the different hormones in the body, to see if there's something out of whack that you can get involved with, something like bioidentical hormones to bring those levels back up, okay? And the other one is there a sex addiction going on with you or your partner? I worked with a woman a number of years ago from Canada who was in a phenomenal relationship for a number of years, and then all of a sudden her boyfriend totally stopped having sex with her, and he kept saying he was just tired and he just wasn't in the mood, and she said there's something really off here. She came home early one day and found him masturbating to online porn, right? So what he had done was he had built resentments against her. He had never talked to her about them. And then he was having his needs met while she wasn't there, so that when she came home, he was kind of getting back at her for his resentments that he never discussed. He was taking care of his needs, and he wasn't worrying about hers, and he just sort of slipped away into this sexual addiction online. Now, I will say this here, as a very open-minded counselor and life coach and minister, that I don't believe that if a couple agrees that watching sexual education videos or soft educational sexual experiences you can find online, I'm not talking about serious degradation of women, but there are actually some couples we've worked with in the past that we've encouraged, like the Sinclair Institute is one. We've encouraged them to watch these videos on oral sex and all different positions of sex so that they get more creative and more in touch with their own sexual needs and desires. But we're not talking about that here, because that is two people working together. I worked with a woman in the past that did the same thing. She was highly resentful against her husband. So she would take care of her own needs during the day, and then when he came home, she never had any interest. So these are some of the major reasons why we lose sexual appetite and sexual desire for our partner. And what's really interesting is that all of them are healable. I hope you'll take notes, and I hope if you're in the situation right now or you're in that and in the future, that you'll know what to do, okay? Hey, don't forget to let your friends and family know they can join the boost as well. And if you're sitting here watching going, well, our sex life is okay, but I'm really unhappy with where I'm going with this relationship, or our sex life sucks and we need your help, email me at talkdavid.com, okay? And you and I will work together. Have a beautiful day.